Hello guys, how are you? And welcome back to AS Monaco. I am John, aka Old Man Sudor. And yeah, same as before really. Things are going really well for us still. We're doing absolutely fantastic overall. Couple of little things to talk about, but nothing major. We'll go quickly through, show you exactly what's been happening since the last episode. Obviously, last episode was the 5-1 win against Lyon. We did absolutely fantastic. It was a brilliant result for us. But we then played Nantes in the Coupe de la Liga, the League Cup, basically. Beat them 2-1. It was a easy game. We played a bit of a rotated squad, that sort of stuff. Won it reasonably comfortably. We got back into it in the 71st minute, but we scored another goal. So we could have won it a bit more comfortably. But yeah, for a rotated squad, it wasn't a bad result overall. We then played EA Gnamp, is it, I think? Beat them 1-0. Tielemans with the goal. Not a bad result for us. We didn't play particularly well in this game, but we got the result at the end of the day, and that was the main thing. We then played Marseille, who we got today, in the French Cup, it's their equivalent to the FA Cup, basically, in the English leagues. And a 1-0 win against a very good side. Not a bad result, puts us into the next round of that. We then played Dijon in the Copa de Ligue quarterfinals, and it was 1-1. We beat them on penalties in the end. Again, we played a rotated squad. This was against a team in our own division who probably put out a bit of a stronger squad than we had. So overall, not a bad result. It wasn't a fully rotated squad this time, but we still got a decent result out of it in the end. We got the win, so we can't complain too much about it as well. We then played Strasbourg, beat them 2-0, comfortable win. Chadley and Tielemans getting the goals for us. Overall, we were pretty much in charge for most of the game and really should have won it by a little bit more. So overall, a really good result. It means that we have got EA Guingamp in the semi-final, so hopefully we'll get through to the final of that. We've got QRM, who I'm not quite sure who they are. They're in the French national side, which is like 2 or 3 divisions below us, so really this is a game that we should win pretty comfortably. I mean, this is getting towards their non-league sort of team, so overall really this should be a team that we win very comfortably against. Obviously got Tottenham in the Champions League knockout stages as well, but that's for another episode. Right, transfers. We've made 1 or 2 signings and we've got rid of 1 or 2 people. So the first person we've got rid of is Djokovic, or Jovic, whatever his name is. Stats wise, this guy looks fantastic. Looks like he should be scoring left, right and centre. Just never really done it for us. I mean, if I go to the history, you'll see he's played 14 games, he scored 2 goals. That's not good enough, really. I mean, but then 15 and 8 weren't a bad one. That was a game every 2, or goal every 2 games, pretty much last season. But this season, he's just not been on form. Whether it's been some of the formation, I'm not sure. But I just couldn't find really a good system for him. We got 17.5 million for him, which weren't too bad. Sort of covered what we were spending anyway. So overall, not too disheartened over that side. We also let go of Diego Benegoli, is it whatever his name is, to Bournemouth. Goalkeeper, 35 years old. He's not a bad goalie, but he's gone to Bournemouth. At the end of the day, we didn't need him, we weren't using him. We got a substitute there, and we got some youngsters who were pretty much just as good. So overall, I felt it was a decent move in. It means we've got 2 players in though. We've got a new striker in, Dario Benedito from Boca. I like this guy. I think this guy's really good. Probably on par with the likes of Falcao and that for sort of his stats and everything like that. And if he can get sort of running, I think he's a bit of a different type of striker as well to them. I think he's a bit quicker. He's complete forward. I think he's a different type of striker. So I really do think he's not as defensive maybe as like Falcao. In fact, if I go to a comparison with say Djokovic there, you'll see they're very similar players. Maybe I think Bendito is just a little bit more. He's better in the air. He's got a little bit faster. Not even as technical. Not even got as much vision. But overall, I think he is just as good. And I just feel like he's a slightly different type of player. Personally, I don't know. It's what I felt. I felt he was a little bit. If I try and find Falco as well, you'll see again quite similar. just a little differences here or there, nothing too dissimilar, but he's a little bit faster, a little bit more physical, so he's just that tiny little bit more of a different player. We also got Philip Henlander, I'll go with that. A Swedish defender centre. He's there for cover basically. At 25 years old, I think he's got the stats in the right places. Maybe could have been a little bit stronger in his mentals now. They could improve a little bit overall, but yeah, I thought for cover he'll do all right for us, and for 3.8 million, I didn't think it was a bad buy overall. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think we've done some good business. I think we've got a cover. Maybe get one or two more players in. I'm definitely looking at probably a cover left back, and maybe a midfielder. We'll still see. I think overall though, we were doing all right. I mean, finances are looking good. We're actually in the green now. But I've been looking over it, and I mean the reason we have such an issue is if I go to the facilities, we've only got 16,500 seater for a team like that is trying to buy these 30-40 million pound players and have these players who can win them the Champions League and the league and compete with Paris Saint-Germain. Having a 16,500 stadium is never going to do you well. The books are never going to balance. If you put say Everton, a team that will spend 25-30 million pounds on players. They try to get into Europe, especially like the Europa League and that sort of stuff. They have probably same sort of wages, that sort of stuff, but they have a 40,000 stadium. So and you could say that about a lot of the teams up in that way. West Ham, anyone like that really. They have these 45,000, sometimes even bigger. Tottenham would be another one as well. They have these big stadiums and they can afford to play it because they get the money back through the gate receipts now. We don't. 16,500, it's just not, it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Overall, though, we are doing really well on the finances, as I said, and we should just about make the European sort of financial fair play, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Apart from that, we've only got a couple of more things to talk about. Lopez is injured, our star player of this season. He's been absolutely fantastic for us this season, and unfortunately he's injured. He's out for another week or two, and Benenessa is injured, so we've had to make a slight rotation with a couple of players. But overall, I do still think we are in a really good position, and we should hopefully, do reasonably well overall. I think we should be fine. I think Marseille's going to be a difficult game. If you look at the competition, they're only 5 points behind us. It's going to be obviously very difficult. But Paris, we're only 1 point behind them, so really we need to keep the pressure on them by getting a win today. We get that win, it gives us a little bit more breathing room, probably helps us secure second place, to be honest, with coming into the second half of the season, and puts the pressure on Paris, which is what we need to do. All we can do is keep pressuring Paris, hope they make a few mistakes and get maybe ahead of them by a point or two and try and keep it. They're not going to lose enough games for us to really break away from them or anything like that. It's Paris Saint-Germain. They're strongest in this league by a good margin as well. So really, all we can do is hope they make a little mistake, we get ahead of them, and then we just can keep the ball rolling and keep going ahead of them. That's the plan anyway. Right. Apart from that, let's see. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't think there is. So yeah, let me know what you think of my signings. Let me know what you think of tactics and all that sort of stuff. It'd be really good to get some feedback from you guys as well. Let's get into the game, shall we? Because we'll be here forever. Marseille, going to be a difficult, like I said, it's going to be a difficult game, but a game I do feel we can win. It's just going to be, like I said, it's going to be obviously a little bit more difficult. We're going to go for the usual sort of formation that we play and see how we get on. Overall, it's pretty much the usual team. The only thing is Gransner's coming in and Lua is coming in the middle because of suspension, stuff like that. So really, it's pretty much the team that you see most games now, because it's our strongest side pretty much. Right, so we'll set the opponent's instructions. We'll also put you onto your weaker foot and the striker. I like to put the strikers onto their weaker foot. We'll keep you pressed, and we'll also press pay it as well. Team talk wise, what can we say out here? We're first in the form, not bad. We've been on a good run lately. We'll say it passionately. We've been on a good run lately. It's gone all right, not brilliant, is it? We'll give them passion talk. We want to be as fired up as possible for this game. It's going to be a difficult one. We're away from home. And yeah, really, we just need to. Is that going a bit too fast? Let's just tiny bit slow that down and see how we get on. 4 or 5 minutes gone and not really much happening. I expect Marseille to be sort of, the stronger side here, but we need to try and defend well and pinch a goal or two. Goal out to Brecker, who gives it out to Falco. Falco switches it. We've got a chance crossing. Can we do anything? Not really. What are we going to do here? Tielemans now with the ball gets a chance and it's just over. We're not far off. 20 minutes gone now. We probably had the best opportunity from it, or from the highlights anyway, but really we just need to try and put one of them away. I want to get a goal because I've got a funny feeling Marseille will score eventually. It's they're too good a side and they're at home and that sort of stuff. But yeah, but while we're waiting for highlights and that sort of stuff, remember, if you haven't seen it already on Twitter, I have announced that I will have a new series. We've got a corner. Tielemans puts it in. It goes over everyone. Falco's going to get there. What's he going to do now? Gets it out of Gilk. Gilk to Golovin. He's got a bit of room. Takes a shot. Oh, what a goal! Get in there, my son. Get in there. Absolutely brilliant goal there. Get in there. Yes. Fantastic. I mean, we get so many goals from this sort of position. He's got so much room. And he just places it brilliantly, curls it around the keeper into the bottom left-hand corner. We will take that. First goal of the season as well for him. That's a brilliant result. But Marseille come back with a corner now, and they hit the bar. Oh my God, they hit the bar. And we clear the ball. I'm sure it's going to be half-time. But as I was saying, on Twitter, I announced I've got a new series. It's going to start when the winter update comes up, which hopefully should be in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine. Pretty much as this ends with the first season. I like this save, but it was never going to be a big save. It was only a save to do for a little bit, to get myself back into YouTube after having the break with my daughter and that, and I just don't like these big team saves. I like to start, down near the bottom and work my way up and all that sort of stuff. Things are going well. Keep it up, we'll say that. So yeah, it's going to be called The Manager's Journey. It's a bit like a non-league to legend sort of save, where you start off as a manager. We're going to move clubs. We're going to take a manager from the non-leagues and see if we can get them to the highest reaches of world football. Maybe manager of England, manager of a Man U or a Chelsea. Because that, to me, winning the Champions League would say becoming manager of, say, I don't know, West Ham. Or, I don't know, no offence to West Ham fans or anything like that, but you're not one of the big six, and to me, or you're not one of the big world football teams. Barcelona, Manchester United, or Liverpool, Juventus, and really, to me, if you can take a manager from non-league to one of those big sides like that, then I think you can call it and say that you've reached the pinnacle of your career, sort of thing. Especially then if you can do national management as well. West Ham was just a team that came to my head. I could have said Bournemouth or anyone like that. You understand what I'm trying to say, though. So apologies if I've offended any West Ham fans out there. As we might have a chance here. Falcao now gets it out to Chadley. Chadley comes forward, cuts inside, gets it to Falco. Falco, he hits the bar. Tielemans is going to hopefully get the follow-up, and that should be goal number 2. Oh, VAR is coming in for offside. Was he offside, Falcao? Oh, that's close. I think he might just have been. Oh no, he was just offside. I thought he was just onside. That was close call. As they come forward now, they get a shot. Oh, they get a header. It was a good little flick on it. He just literally had to get his head on it, didn't he, to get it in the net. And we go 1-1, which is a shame because we got the little bit of gap as well. Good goal. No defender went with him though. That was the problem we had there. And we go 1-1, which is not fantastic. We really could do with winning this game. Make changes there. We're going to make some substitutions soon. 1 or 2 players still not playing absolutely fantastic for us. Chadley's not having a fantastic game for us, is he? So we haven't really got anyone who can go there though. That's the problem. We're a bit short on the left-hand side. Who else is not playing well? Defensive wise, we're not having great either. So we're going to bring on Philippe for him, and we'll bring on Hendricks for you. Make the defence, maybe show up the defence a little bit more. We haven't really got anyone who can play out on the left. We could play you actually. So we're going to make all the setups. We're going to go for it. 20 minutes left. Can we get a winner? As we might get something here. Falcao gets caught there. Granzia now. We're playing it nicely. Golovin. We're just knocking it around. We're going really the wrong way though. Tiedeman's goal in. He's got a bit of room. Gets it out. Oh, goal! What a goal! We just brought him on and he scores an absolute Dijaga. Is it Dijaga? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he scores an absolute worldie. I mean, that is a goal of that's the goal of the season if you ask me. I mean, look at that. One touch. Bro, that's a fantastic goal. Probably, hopefully, gives us a win. He's just came on, makes an immediate impact, and that is what we wanted. We've got maybe another chance here. We couldn't quite get the ball though, unfortunately, and it's Marseille with the ball now. They come forward. They're just passing it around the back though, so hopefully they'll make a mistake and we can maybe capitalise on it. Ramir now with the ball. What are they doing? They're just playing it around. They're trying to obviously create some room, it looks like. Ramir with the ball puts it out wide, and now they are coming forward. They get it over the top and they take a shot, and it's just gone wide. 77 minutes gone, and we are still 1-0 up, or 2-1 up even, or 1 goal up anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. We've got maybe a chance at a goal and gets it out wide. Can we get a cross in? We do. It's not really gone anywhere. Tielemans has got it. It takes a shot, and I thought that was in for a second. So close. 5 minutes left to go. I mean, we're pretty much getting to the end of the game. Can we hold on? Substitute with safe hands there, and I'm not sure why this is a highlight at the moment. A long ball forward, it's not going to go anywhere. Can we collect it? We can't, and it's Marseille who can come forward again. They get a bit of room here. They take a shot, and it's a brilliant save. And right, we're going to say demand more. We're going to try and we need to try and hold on really for another minute or so. 30 seconds left as we edge down time. There's 5 seconds left. Can we hold on? Win 2-1. It would be an absolutely brilliant win for us against a very, very good side. I mean, they've got some fantastic players. Lopez launches out wide. Can we hold on? Surely that's it. We get the win. Get in there, my son. We keep the pressure on Paris. We extend our lead a little bit. We extend our run, actually. I think it's like 23 games now, unbeaten. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. We'll say that. Everyone looks happy. Everyone looks delighted. As you can see now, we are top of the league. Obviously, Paris have got a game in hand. Puts us 8 points clear of Marseille, though. We're 2 points clear of Paris, but they, like I said, do have the game in hand. We've got to remember that one. But yeah, that was absolutely fantastic for us. It does extend. I mean, like I said, you look at the schedule, we are unbeaten for quite a while now. But yeah, remember, like I said before, remember that I've got a new save coming. There's a little trailer. It's going to be the intro, basically, just showing different sort of grounds. Basically, is what I've tried doing in the trailer. I quite like it anyway. Overall, right. What are we going to do? Let's see, schedule-wise. When are we going to come back? Do you know what? We're going to have a nice little gap of games. We'll come back for the Tottenham game. I think that'd be a nice one to come back for. Maybe play the Lyon game at the same time. Definitely going to play the Tottenham game, though. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember to go and check out the trailer. I'll do a proper actual release video in that at some point of it. Let me know what you think as well of the new Get series, what you think about that one, what you think about this series as well, and all that sort of stuff. Please comment, please remember to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. It's been a pleasure as always. I am John. Bye for now.